we have shared with you a number of catalytic projects. The first one is the African Gateway, which will be in the Centurion. Those of you again who are familiar with the city, is an open piece of land that is opposite the Centurion Mall. So I want to confirm that before the end of February we are doing sort tenant. The first tenant is going there. The headquarters of Business Connection, which has since entered into a transaction with Telkom, they will be housed there. The African Union head offices, the United Nations head offices, and our own regional head office. So where we are now, this is a regional office of the city of Tshwane. This is Region 4. So you know the mayor doesn't belong here, we belong in the city. We're making improvements to Tshwane House, I'll speak about it, and then we're making improvements to the city hall. So we're here temporarily, we'll be moving there, but the entire team here will be moving to that new site. So it's a site, like I said, BCX, sort turning in before the end of February. They want to take occupation by the end of 2016. So the proportions of the investment in that area, it's over 7 billion rand. So we're catalyzing that area. And then there's the issue of the West Capital. We did the unveiling. I want to confirm that work has started in refurbishing what we call Schubert Park. And indeed, investment in that area is again upwards of 10 billion rands. Work is proceeding there. And with regards to the Simbayo City, the iconic towers that we introduced to the market, the geological studies have been concluded and we are ready to go ahead. We are simply finishing with the administrative work. And then the new city in the east. Part of the problem with the current administration, and I'm saying at the sovereign level, is that we have not created a new city since we came on board. One of the things that we want to do is to make sure that we focus on the far east, which is about Brongolspruit, Ekangala, Zitoveni, and create a city that side. So what we have now is a town. We're creating a city so that it's able to participate meaningfully in the mainstream economy, and you are able to create a new burgeoning middle class. You are able to create high-end facilities that allow for that area to be self-sufficient. Also address the issues around the infrastructure provision, the movement of people from one area to the other. I'm talking about the BRT in that area. And then there's a government boulevard. We know that government wants about 780,000 square meters of office space. And government cabinet has taken the decision that all head offices of government will locate here. And then we have concluded the discussions with Public Works. We'll be announcing. Now, all of these ones will be announcing. I told you the gateway will be doing the unveiling. We'll give you the detail there, but we are free to answer the question here. The West Capital, we have launched it. I'm simply saying that progress is being registered. The refurbishment of Schubert Park to the tune of 980 million has already started. The capital city on the east, we are at the planning stage. We are far away. We are about 2 to 3 years from the actual going on the ground. The government boulevard, the demand is now, we must provide for it. I mean, part of it has already started. Although we are going to create the boulevard, but there's already demand that is being met. Those of you who are familiar with Salvopop, you know that Estates SA is there. So there are these pockets that are happening, but the boulevard will be one seamless, continuous development that seeks to address this. And then the other one is the Tshwane House. We are doing the actual sort taking now, I think the first week of February, not later, the first week of February, has gone over all the hurdles. National Treasury has given it the tick, Council has approved it. Now we can go into the ground and make sure that we build that. So all of this, and then you know about the Lilian Goy Square, there at the State Theatre. I'm sure you can see the cranes are there, it's going up. So we are changing the face of the city. We are engaging with the taxi industry to see how best they can be accommodated so that they can be coexistence. The issue around the pedestrianization of the inner city, or what we call Operation Reclaim, it was delayed because of contractual problems, and we've apologized to the residents and people who visit the inner city. We continue to apologize until we conclude that it's about pedestrianization. The emphasis is that there must be a significant predisposition to people who are to pedestrians and cyclists. So that's how you want to turn the city to address those issues. I want to talk about the BRT. We can see its own success. I'm sure ridership now is going to come on board. The university is opening. You remember we started it at the tail end of last year, accepted that we are going to use the period of end of November and December, early January as a trial period. Now it will be going full steam. We'll be coming back with the second phase going forward. So in a nutshell, the point we are registering is that we are going to yield 82,000 units, ourselves and province. 35 accounted by ourselves, 37,000 accounted by ourselves and province. An additional 40,000 by private sector players, so it comes to about 120,000 units that will be yielded. It's 82 plus 40. How are we going to fund it? We have identified already strategic land parcels, council has approved, will go on land auction so that we use that money to finance the poor and also make sure that now those pieces of land, let's go back to the one opposite Woodlands and the Cook Sisters, they are not generating any revenue. We're generating taxes from vacant land. But once we have them built, we are going to generate money from rates and taxes. You are creating employment before and post, and then we are able to broaden the tax base. And in that way, there's more money in the kitty to do many other things as opposed to it being virgin land. And then I've shared with you our intolerance and disdain with regards to land invasion. I think it's unhelpful. You are breeding chaos. You are undermining investment. You are undermining the poor because you play on their emotions. You are thwarting and stunting projects that are meant to benefit them in the main. You are trying to draw political currency. So that's something that is unacceptable, escalated into the law enforcement agency. They've got competency to deal with it. What are we doing as the city to address that? We're getting a general court interdict that is applicable across the city, so that as and when people occupy, we are able to address it. We know that our people have been patient, and that's why we are yielding this 120,000 units. And then a bid also with